Mean for you to be named a captain?
It was really shocking, but honored that my teammates would select me to be one of the captains for this year's team.
It's only your second year here, so you're a captain. What does that say about you in a quick time being here, but already being named a captain?
I just think my teammates look at me as a leader, so I think I have a big role to play this year, just leading them and not only just worried about myself.
Do you look at yourself as a leader? I mean, how are you ready to handle, kind of being a leader and a captain of this team?
I just think like what Coach Harsh has said, like leadership is just telling the guys to pick it up, but it's also their part. So I think I definitely can work hard just to show them what it looks like, and then just hold them accountable.
Still been working pretty much a lot of returner, and are you still excited for that? I know when we talked to you before the fall camp, you were excited to do it. You still looking forward to that?
Yeah, I'm definitely ready to do some more returning this year. It's only with my second year doing it, so hopefully I can get good at it this year.
You're going to get a lot more attention, obviously, now with Thomas Spurbeck gone. What do you expect that to be on game day when so many opposing teams, man, they're trying to lock you down?
It means my other teammates are going to come open if they're going to be worried about me the whole game. And overall, just hopefully we win the game. Well, not really worried about the coverage they're running.
How nice is it to finally have game week almost here, essentially?
It's pretty surreal, actually. We don't have to hit on each other anymore. We get to go out there in front of Bronco Nation and play a game.
With the other receivers, we talked a lot about those guys. How have they progressed? And what do you see from those guys? Obviously, you're not the leader of that group.
They're definitely coming a long way since most of them didn't get to play last year, even though they're key factors of upperclassmen in the room now, like Sean Moster, A.J. Richardson, Killian Butler. All those guys will be ready to step up, and they had a phenomenal spring and definitely a good fall camp.
Seems like there's some freshmen, too, that have been kind of impressing from what sounds like from the other coaches and teammates.
Yeah, Cottrell Thomas and Octavius Evans, those are Cottrell, a little quick guy, and then Tay's pretty big. So they're definitely going to play key parts when the older guys get tired.
You mentioned it being surreal. I mean, kind of game planning for Troy now, and knowing, seeing it's only 10, 11 days away. What is that like? Kind of shifting the attention towards an opponent, and now what do you think of Troy?
I think it's pretty good. It's easier for the younger guys. They don't have to worry about all the plays that we install, but it's pretty fun that we know that game week's right around the corner. Our defense usually is able to stop us because they know what plays we're running. So just to finally see that our plays actually work on game day.
Do you have any early thoughts on Troy? Have you looked at their D much? Or?
Yeah, we watched some film. We had a little sheet to do on them. They're pretty good. They're a lot bigger than we thought they were. They have a pretty good secondary and aggressive linebackers.
So just thinking about 10 days from now, the afternoon kickoff, the season opener, the tailgating, everything. I mean, does that get you really excited to kind of just think about what that's going to be like?
Yeah, I can't wait to do the Bronco walk in front of everybody, but we just got to finish this week out strong, just make sure we are dialed in on the plays that are in the game plan.
So how was it revealed to you that you were a team captain?
He told us he told each one of us that we had a meeting with him, but overall he introduced us to the team room in front of the whole team, so it was just pretty humbling that he would tell us in front of the whole team and everybody was cheering.
Yeah, for you, I mean, in a matter of about a year and a half, you transferred from a junior college and now you're on the side of the stadium and you're on the cover of the poster they're giving out and you're a team captain. I mean, I guess, is that pretty cool to you? I mean, or does it seem like, could you ever imagine you would have been able to get there in such a short window that you had at Boise State?
I'm happy that it happened, but I usually go with the flow, and I came here just to play football, and all the accolades come with your team winning, and I'm just honored that the coaches and the team would select me to go on everything.
How have you seen Brett improve here in fall camp? I know obviously he's now his third year basically as the starter, and how have you seen him get better?
He's getting a lot better. He always works on the balls that he messes up in practice, so I feel like if he keeps doing that every day, then I don't think he really have many mess ups come game week.
Is there anything that you guys tried to work on maybe together that wasn't strong this fall?
Not really. It's just usually every ball that we don't connect on in practice, we usually do it after practice like 3 or 4 times. So I think that just builds chemistry with the repetition.
I would say one of the things that guys have brought up a lot here in fall camp is the camaraderie aspect, the bond that this team has. It's been brought up a lot, just kind of unprompted, and a lot of guys say it's pretty special. Have you noticed that, and why is it something that you guys tried to foster?
Well, at the end of last season, Coach called each person to talk about what do we think this team needs, and we all just worked on teamwork and brotherhood, and we just like kind of fostered it in this year. Like the young guys really get along and the older guys get along, and then we work together so the whole team just has a lot of chemistry. And I think we definitely have a stronger team bond than last year.
Why do you guys feel like that had to be improved? Because you said, a lot of guys walked in and said that was something that needed to be better.
I just feel like you're more passionate for what you believe in, and if you believe in the guy next to you, then you're going to work harder for him just because you know he's going to work hard for you.
How would you define Broncohood?
Broncohood is just know that we have each other's back no matter what. Even if one of the coaches gets on us, our brother's going to be like, we got you, you're going to be good, we're going to go out there and get the next play.
Cedrick, Zach Hill steps in from being the quarterback's coach and part-time coordinator to really being the leader and the organizer of the offense. What have you seen from him this year as he's stepped into that bigger role?
Coach Hill's a pretty cool guy himself. I like that he likes to throw the ball, so we get along at that aspect. But he's a family man, so that's just like all the rest of the coaches. And when you bring a whole lot of family guys around a team that's a family, I think it just all goes as in a piece of the puzzle. So he's a really cool guy. I just hope he keeps throwing more passes.
A couple of weeks ago, Coach Harsin said you got a catch that was one of the best catches he's ever seen. Can you describe that for us at all? Is it kind of Odell Beckham Jr.-esque?
It was a pretty good catch down there in the end zone, but I think it just came down to just like working on hand-eye coordination, and then it was just like a catch that I couldn't get the other hand on. So I think it was a pretty cool catch.
Is there just confidence building throughout it after now you've been here a season, getting ready for your final year that you are confident that pretty much anything comes your way, you can catch it?
They say Coach Keys talks about you catch with your eyes, so I think pretty much anything that any of us see, we pretty much are going to catch. And all the guys in the team use their hands a lot, so I don't think we will have many drop balls.
How much more confidence will you be playing with this year than maybe you kind of rolled into the beginning of last season? Last season, your first at the FBS level.
I think the confidence will just come from just playing faster since I know the offense better. But I think it'll be pretty much the same as last year, except just like I have like more weight and I'm more confident because I know the offense, and then the guys out there that I'm playing with, I know they know it just as good as I do.
We kind of know your ability to go up and make these spectacular catches. Is there how important is the trust with Brett to maybe give you one or two of those a game, I guess?
We work on it all the time in practice, and we joke all the time. I just be like, if he's back there, I'm just like, throw it up. But it just comes from just repetition. If we practice it after practice, and then the next day it usually happens.
What do you think this offense will be better this season than last?
I think just like the emphasis on going to get it done. Like last year, we let it let it happen. I know me and Jake Rowe talked about just like the teams he's previously been on. They knew they were going to get it done, and I think the team this year actually believes when we go out there. Coach says do something. We're actually going to know that we're going to get it done, not just going out there hoping it's going to get done.
Speaking of Jake Rowe, how nice is it having him out there? I know he was banged up all season. How much of a difference does it make for your entire offense having him healthy?
I think it plays a huge part. Him along with the other tight ends, they just play a huge part in the offense this year because we actually have tight ends that can run and catch. And with Jake Rowe being healthy, he just leads the tight end group even more. And he's a pretty cool guy off the field also.
Thanks.